Hello everyone and welcome back to another hotel room. I'm going to tell you today how I gained 20 pounds over the last 6 months on a bulk. But before I go over everything, just to give you some background, I did the Maingaining thing from May 2020 to 2021 and it went well for me. I gained about 10 pounds of muscle. I have a whole video breaking all that down. I'll link down below, you can check that out. But I ended up in 2021 May around 175 pounds was my average weight. And then by about August, it was up to around 178, but my strength gains were just like, for all of July, just like hitting a wall and was not going very well. And I was getting frustrated, trying to see, think of things I can do. And I came up with an idea of a different strategy. Instead of just maintaining, I was like, what if I try just gaining 10 pounds and then do that over 4 months or so, and then stay at that new weight for a while and recomp type of thing and just see how that helps with strength gains and all that type of stuff. So having a whole nother video on my idea for that, I'll link below as well. But this is kind of an update on that because that's what I did. So once August came around, I thought, you know what, I'm gonna do that. But then beginning of August, the other thing that hit was the Cove, and I was out for like 2 good weeks, not doing anything, started feeling better the 3rd week, and then finally started lifting again after those 3 weeks, but like way lower weights, 50% of what I normally did, and slowly built back up because it was rough. I lost almost 10 pounds during that. So just to be real, in all reality, for my bulk, I gained about 11 pounds from September, mid-September till the end of February now. Right? September, October, November, December, January, February. Yeah, 5 months. But what happened, I put 20 pounds because that's more likely to get clicks. And I did literally gain 20 pounds because all that weight I lost when I was sick, I was down to about, I think it was 169, 170 even, something like that. And so obviously I was really depleted, not working out, laying in bed a long time. So muscle glycogen gone, whole body. If you look at my peak week video I did just from no carbs and doing keto for 3 days, I lost like 5 pounds of water. So a lot of that's being dehydrated, water, glycogen, all that. So once I got back to eating normally again and working out, my weight came up quicker. I did a 10,000 calorie challenge because I thought, hey, it won't hurt to put some extra weight on right now because I need to anyways, because I lost so much weight during that time. That helped refill my body and all that. And by the end of September, I was up to around 179 again, where I kind of started before I got sick. So a month to get back to where I was. And then from that point on, I decided, okay, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna add 300 calories a day on average-ish to what I'm doing and just stick with that and see what happens. And I weighed myself every single day, but I was gaining roughly 0.4 to 0.6 pounds a week, which was my goal. So around 2 pounds a month. Some months were less, some were more, and it just slowly kept building up. What I noticed though is as I got about, I think just after gaining like the first 3 to 4 pounds, like my appetite was a lot different. Meaning like I just wasn't that hungry anymore. I used to track my around 2,600 calories to maintain my weight, and I would get to the end of the day, eat the rest of my calories and still feel kind of hungry. And once I gained a few extra pounds, I just didn't feel that anymore. I'd be looking at, I'd only eat 2,000 calories so far and be like, oh man, I got to eat another 1,000 because I was eating about 3,000 a day. And it wasn't a struggle, but I'd started just adding some normal things in there, like eating regular peanut butter, putting some butter on stuff, and adding calories an easy way. But now it's just weird. I guess the whole set point idea of, your body fat percentage once is a certain range where your body wants it to be. And once you're in that, you're kind of just like intuitive eating. You can kind of feel, okay, I'm full, I don't need to eat. Before, I would just want to eat everything in sight, eat everything on my plate, eat what's on my kids' plate left over. I wouldn't want to leave anything. But now I'm just like, I'm good. Like I can eat normally. I'm not obsessed with food. I wouldn't say I was obsessed with food, but I was trying to really track well what I was eating to make sure that I was getting what I needed to make progress, which I still do, but I wasn't just thinking, oh, I just can't wait to eat again because I'm getting so hungry. And I don't feel like I have to eat all these high volume foods like I did before. So that's kind of nice. But as my weight went up, I also noticed that my weight gain started to slow because unless you keep increasing your calories, well, your body's going to need more calories to maintain the new weight you're at. So if you gain 5 pounds, that might be 100 calories, 150 maybe. So now, well, I'm not going to gain as much weight because I'm still eating the same 3,000 calories that I started with at 179 pounds, and now I'm at 185 and increasing weight slower now, which was kind of good because I don't want to just keep on packing weight on quick and gaining a lot of fat, but I was interested to see what it would look like. But now 5 months later, I'm at 190 pounds. So I started out about 179 from when I started tracking, and it took me 5 months, which I was planning on doing 10 pounds in about 4 months. So it took longer. But one thing I noticed was when I was lighter, I would come on trips like this for a week or so, and I wouldn't track as much because there's no telling what I'm gonna be able to eat when I'm in different countries and everything. So I would just kind of try to make sure I'm getting a lot of protein in, and I would get home and usually be maybe a pound or so heavier, and then that would kind of go away over the next week or so. Now I go and I start eating, I'm just kind of like, oh, I'm good, I don't need to eat anymore, because before I was wanting to eat everything. So now it's like I get home and I'm a pound less, so then I have to get back to where I was before I left home. But as far as strength goes, my strength just in that first month started shooting up quick. My squat went up like 30 pounds in the first 6 weeks. My deadlift was going up quick. My bench press was slower, but it's building now too. I kind of hit a wall. I talked about that in one of my last videos, and I've changed some different techniques and how I'm doing my bench pressing, and now it's starting to move along again. But strength gains were really good, and that was a lot of fun just because all I did was add more food, more energy, and it really helped out there. But basically, I have just completed phase 1 of my bulk and then recomp theory that I'm testing out. So I gained that weight over those 5 months, 11 pounds, and now I'm gonna try staying at 190, average around that, and keep getting stronger while staying that weight, which would basically mean that, okay, I'm still building muscle, but also losing some fat, so using fat for energy. And I was surprised at how lean I still am. Like, I can definitely tell a lot in my legs. They're not quite as defined as before. Granted, when I took my pictures in my Maingaining thing, I was dehydrated and water depleted, all that type of stuff for those pictures. So you're gonna be more lean from that. But you can still see some striations in my shoulders. I can still see my abs. Like, they're definitely not as defined as they were before. But the funny thing with that is, who cares? Like, in all reality, once you get to a certain point of leanness, if you're trying to impress someone of the opposite sex, chances are you're probably just only impressing yourself or other guys in the gym. Like, my wife told me that she thought I was too skinny. And I always said, hey, it's not skinny, it's lean. I'm lean. Skinny's like a little weak guy. But she married me before I had any muscle, really. So she doesn't care. And it's more so I'm just doing it for me because I want to try to look a certain way. So keep in mind that the only person putting pressure on you is you. If you want to look a certain way, that's cool, but don't make it be all consuming in your life. I like exercising every day because it's fun. I feel like I'm getting healthier. I like getting stronger and all that type of stuff, taking care of my body. But don't let it control your life either. Like, just make do with what you have. Try to keep making progress. But the goal now, I'm going to do another photo shoot the end of May and compare to last year, how that worked. I was thinking about, just because I still look pretty lean, just keep going to 200 pounds, but I don't want to go overboard with it. I do want to see what will happen over the next few months if I try to maintain this new weight of 190, which is crazy because I've never been this heavy before in my life. Like, I bulked one time before and I was, I think, around 182, and I just looked thick. And now I'm way more than that, but look like actually good because I know how to train now. I know how to diet, or by diet, I mean what I need to eat to get progress, not to lose weight, which I know how to lose weight too, lots of stuff on the channel. But all that to say, it's going well. I gained 11 pounds and a little bit of fat, I guess, because I'm a little less defined, but in all reality, still look good to me. I like it. My wife likes it. Things are going well. So let me know your stories in the comments with bulking, maingaining, all that type of stuff. The reason I wanted to do this, like I said in my bulk recomp theory video, is because I don't want to bulk up and then have to cut, because when you cut, well, it's going to be harder to build muscle anyways, if any. So my idea was to just try to gain the weight quicker, see how those strength gains go up, and then just stay at that weight while body kind of recomposition changes if you got thicker. But just be happy with yourself, keep working hard, and I'll see you soon.